The internet is buzzing about GPT 4.5. Everyone says it's a game changer. But what if I told you that most of what you're hearing is not true? Today, we're going to expose the truth behind GPT 4.5 and why OpenAI might not be telling you the full story. Let's start with a basic question. What is GPT 4.5? Many believe it's the next big leap in AI, but in reality, it's not a brand new model. GPT 4.5 is an optimized version of GPT-4, designed to be faster and cheaper. That's it. It's not a revolutionary breakthrough. It's a business move. So, why is OpenAI presenting this as a major upgrade? The answer is simple: marketing. The AI race is heating up. Google, Meta, Anthropic, all in the game. OpenAI needs to keep the hype alive. By branding optimizations as new versions, they create the illusion of constant innovation. It keeps investors happy. It keeps the media talking. And it keeps users believing they're using cutting-edge technology. But here's the reality. When you use GPT 4.5, the differences are subtle. It's a bit faster, can handle longer conversations. But the intelligence, the reasoning, the creativity's still GPT-4. OpenAI hasn't reinvented the wheel. They've fine-tuned it. Now, think about this. If GPT 4.5 isn't a massive leap, why is everyone treating it like one? Because perception matters more than reality. New version numbers create excitement. It's a psychological trick. People love the idea of progress. OpenAI knows this, but there's more. Running GPT-4 is expensive, very expensive. By optimizing it into GPT 4.5, OpenAI reduces operational costs. This makes their business more sustainable in the long run. But for users, the improvements are minor. It's not about delivering a radically better product, it's about efficiency. The goal is to keep delivering AI services without going bankrupt from compute costs. So is OpenAI lying? Not exactly. But they're crafting a narrative. They're framing small optimizations as major breakthroughs. It's a strategy that tech companies use all the time. Apple does it with iPhones. Software companies do it with updates. In AI, this tactic feels misleading because expectations are sky-high. Transparency is another issue. OpenAI provides some information, but a lot remains a black box. The actual data, benchmarks, and test results are rarely public. We're told about improvements, but we can't verify them. This lack of transparency makes it hard to separate hype from reality. And here's the dangerous part. When companies blur the line between genuine breakthroughs and incremental updates, it distorts public perception of AI progress. People start believing that AI is evolving at an explosive rate, when in fact, real breakthroughs are much rarer. This creates unrealistic expectations and fuels misinformation. Another reason for these incremental updates is safety. As models become more powerful, controlling them becomes harder. Incremental releases like GPT 4.5 let OpenAI test boundaries safely. But instead of framing it as a safety measure, they market it as an exciting new product. The narrative of new version equals new intelligence sells better than we're being cautious. But think about this. What happens when this marketing strategy backfires? When users realize that the AI isn't the leap they expected, trust starts to erode. And in the AI world, trust is everything. Once people feel they're being misled, it's very hard to rebuild that credibility. The entire AI industry plays this game. Buzzwords, version jumps, exaggerated promises. It's all about keeping the hype cycle alive. Companies are fighting for attention. In this race, perception often outweighs reality. The real advancements are happening behind the scenes in data efficiency, safety protocols, and infrastructure scaling. But those aren't flashy headlines. Let's not forget the business side. OpenAI needs to stay ahead of competitors. They need to show progress to investors. They need to feed the media with stories of advancement. So, even a minor optimization becomes a PR opportunity. That's how the game works. But why should you care? Because as users, we need to stay informed. We need to see through the noise. True AI revolutions take time. They're rare. Most of what we see are small steps, not giant leaps. When you understand this, you can navigate the AI landscape with a clearer perspective. Looking ahead, GPT-5 is in development. But after seeing how GPT-4.5 was positioned, we should approach future announcements with skepticism. Ask yourself, what's the real difference? Is it innovation or just another optimization wrapped in a shiny package? Is this about pushing AI forward, or is it about keeping Wall Street happy? OpenAI has done incredible work. GPT-3 was a revolution. GPT-4 pushed boundaries. But optimization is not the same as innovation. We should celebrate real progress, not marketing tricks. The true AI pioneers are those working silently on the foundational challenges that don't make headlines. Another thing to consider is how these narratives influence AI regulation. Governments and policymakers rely on public perception to shape laws. If the public believes AI is evolving faster than it really is, regulations might be rushed or misinformed. This affects not just OpenAI, but the entire ecosystem. So next time you hear about a new AI version, dig deeper. What's really new? What's just a narrative? Stay curious, stay critical. Because in AI, the truth often hides beneath layers of hype. And the only way to see clearly is to ask the questions others avoid. Remember, every tech revolution has its hype phase. The internet had it, smartphones had it. AI is no different. The key is to separate signal from noise. The breakthroughs will come, but they'll arrive quietly, not with flashy headlines. If you want to stay ahead of the noise and truly understand what's happening in AI, hit that subscribe button. I'll be here to break through the headlines and bring you the reality behind the buzz.